Hi, Josh Denbo here. I wanted to take a moment to explain to you how I help people with their homes and dealing with banks and mortgage servicers. A lot of a lot of attorneys just look at the client and say, all right, well, I have to file an answer. Well, that's fine. And sometimes that's all that needs to be done. But that's only the decision you make after a thorough review of everything. Sometimes people come to me with obvious problems, such as a lady called me the other day. My escrows are wrong. Okay, tell me about that. Well, I keep making my escrow payment. They keep telling me I owe more and I know they're wrong. All right, ma'am, this is what we're going to do. We're going to send a request for information. The bank's going to have to tell us what their accounting is. We'll look at your accounting and we'll figure out what's going on. If they're wrong, we've got an interesting case to sue the bank on. Don't worry about the foreclosure defense. That's part of it, but it's not the whole thing. Other times people come to me and say, I really don't think the bank did anything wrong. I just lost my job and I ran out of making payments. Okay, well, let's go take a look. And sometimes after you look through the bank's financial records and you look through the client's records, you see in fact that the bank misapplied a payment back 3-4 months ago during the pandemic start, and all of a sudden you've got a case. And that's how foreclosure cases are won. That's how it's won. You have to put the time in. And you have to understand the law and the regulations that affect the mortgage servicing industry. And you have to listen to people when they tell you stories about their lives. It's one of my favorite parts of my practice is no longer meeting people face to face, obviously, but on a Zoom call, looking at a couple or an individual and hearing what they tell me about what's going on and watching them absorb all of the information I give away based on their case, their situation. Because what I can do to determine what the claims are can be done pretty quickly and is very informative. And often it empowers folks in ways that they never thought they could when they're sitting in foreclosure. And so I hope that we do sit down with a Zoom call shortly, but whether we do or not, I want you to take one thing away here. And that is that you have rights. Even if you think the bank might be right, you have rights. You should exercise those rights, and you should exercise those rights intelligently. And the first step is finding out what they are. So, listen, I hope we talk soon, and no matter what happens, I hope this all works out for you. Okay? Be well. I got you back.